So here's what I'm getting about me and magic today. My relationship with Bear put a lot of stress on our relationship. It was really, he took it really hard that I was giving time and love to the other dog. But then they got super tight, and that did some separating between us because they were so tight that in some ways I got left out. Buenos dias! They, yeah, they looked to each other. They went, Magic no longer walked primarily with me. He mostly ran with Bear, or sometimes Bear would stay with me because Bear was into forming a bond with me, and Magic would go running. Then when Magic got injured, that broke off. Bear was no longer a good source of playmate stuff for Magic, but I became so attached to Bear from all I absolutely just had to do for him. I had to do for him. And it was such a crisis. It was a crisis. Was Bear going to die? Wasn't sure whether Bear was going to die from his injuries. So that separated us a lot more. And then Magic started to learn from Bear the possibility of defying me. And he separated from me in a way he never had. He had been wedded at the hip. He was seamless. He was always looking for what was the best way to serve me. He was constantly trying to be the best dog he possibly could for me. And that shifted when, in the heat, when neither of them was wanting to get out of the shade and get in the truck, which neither of them liked. Magic observed Bear defying me, just not willing to do what I asked. And he started to do it too. And I started to discipline both of them by leaving them and making them chase me. Bear less, obviously, but Magic, I made him chase. And that day, the final showdown with Bear on Monday, there was a fair bit of me being mad at Magic also. And then I think life saw that it was going to be awfully hard, that in this next chapter of my life, Veracruz, Merida, and way out in the resorts, Cozumel and Cancun and etc., I'm going to need to lead the single life. That's a lot of how I'm going to finance my life, is by being a personal escort out there. And the dog would absolutely get in the way. There would be no way that would not be an issue. So it was time. It was time for me. I'll do better in this next chapter of my life not having a dog. But it was going to be so hard for me to let go of Magic. Almost impossible. How could I have conceived of the possibility, after as close as we got, of letting him go? But life set it up to be possible. That critical drive on, I guess it was Wednesday, had to be Wednesday, when the combination of heat, car breaking down, trucks on the road, and Magic being bad, Magic defying me, Magic not coming out of the bushes to get on board when it was time to get on board, I got so mad. It scares me a little at the power of my own rage, but I don't feel like taming it either. No, there's a lot of value in that. In the same way that I didn't want to tame Bear's violent streak. I saw his capacity to terrify other dogs. And I said, that's a good thing to have on our team. So I didn't want to tame that. I don't want to tame this about me. Then it scared him. So in the middle of that showdown, when I was yelling at him to come to the truck, the ferocity of my yelling kept him from coming to the truck. There's no way that would have brought him to the truck. So life arranged it. There's no way I would have chosen to leave him behind And I will continue to grieve. I did more last night. But honestly, it's the right thing. I'm better off. It's almost brand new. It's been something like 8 years since I have been solo for more than a day or two. And I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I think it'll be fine. The loneliness will get deeper, possibly, or maybe I'll just up-level my connection with spirit, or maybe very soon, at least by Veracruz, I'll start having more powerful encounters with other people. We'll see. I don't know. But I've got a good feeling about it.